What's up, everyone? Welcome to Titans Tube NFL Picks, weekly show where we pick who's going to win this week in the National Football League. So, let's see how we've been doing so far. It is week 4. So, what are our records? How did we do last week?
All right, last week, not so hot. Not so hot again. Caleb, once again, had the most correct picks, but just by one. Caleb, yes, cheating somehow. He went 9-7 with his picks. Amy, you and I tied at 8-8. So we're just at 500. We have got to start gaining ground on Caleb. Very good. Okay, so overall here through 3 weeks, we've only played 3 weeks. Caleb is in the lead at 30-19. I am in second place at 25-23, and Amy is not too far behind at 24-24. Perfectly 500.
Exactly 500.
That's what I wanted. Good.
We just want to be completely even. Okay.
But it's week 4 now, so let's get right into our picks. Starting off with Thursday night game tonight, Dolphins at Cincinnati. Amy, who are you going with?
I'm going with Cincinnati. They've got more weapons. They win.
I'm going with Cincinnati too, at home. Dolphins aren't that good this year.
Shot to the Dolphins. I am also going with the Bengals, though. They're going to be a little pissed after last week. They get the win this week.
Clean sweep for Cincinnati. Okay, a big AFC South divisional game. Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Justin, we'll start with you.
I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars in this one. They've got to get their first win eventually, and I think it comes against the Colts. Maybe I'll just take the Colts.
I think the Colts are going to take the momentum from their game-winning play last week against the Chargers into Jacksonville and beat them on the road. So Indy gets the win.
I think Colts are going to win as well. Jacksonville's going to have their big win, but they've just been letting me down every game, so I'm giving up on them.
Yeah, Jacksonville 0-3. Kind of a surprise early on.
Anyways,
okay, next up we have the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. It's at Washington, so I'm taking the Redskins. Browns are in shambles right now, even though Terrell Pryor is starting to look nice.
Yeah,
picked him up in fantasy this week.
He is
Hope he puts out.
I am also going with the Redskins. Hard to go with Cleveland. They took down the Giants last week, so Redskins momentum, get the win.
I'm going with the Redskins too. Honestly, just because, kind of like you said, I really can't pick Cleveland over anyone anymore. So.
Yeah, could Cleveland go 0-16 this year? I don't know.
Cool. That would mean the Titans beat them. Sweet.
Okay, this is an interesting matchup. You got Seahawks at the Jets, the New York Football Jets. Amy, I'm gonna let you start.
I don't know what happened to the Jets last week, but Fitztragic happened last week. 6 turnovers.
Oh man.
Seahawks have finally found their groove, I think, after last game. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Russell Wilson did get injured in the last game, but I think he's scheduled to play. I think the Seahawks are going to take this one on the road too. Jets 8 turnovers last week. I don't think they're going to do that bad this week, but Seahawks are too much for them.
Dang. I really want to go with the Seahawks, but the Jets at home. There's something I like about that. I think their defense steps up and shuts them down. I'm going to reach a little bit. I'm going with the Jets.
Wow, that is a reach.
And Eric Deckerless Jets.
Next up, we have Buffalo Bills at New England Patriots. Justin.
You'd be a dummy not to go with the Pats so far this year. Going with the Pats. Sorry, Rex Ryan.
Hey, Buffalo got a huge win last week. This is the last game for the Patriots without Tom Brady. But yeah, I'm going with the Patriots too. I'm done betting against them, Patriots.
Patriots have proven they can literally do anything. Patriots.
Okay, now I got Carolina Panthers at Atlanta Falcons. Another big divisional game in that division. Amy, who are you going with?
I'm going to go with the Panthers. I was kind of disappointed in their play this past week, and I don't think Cam will let that happen again 2 games in a row. He's too competitive.
I'm liking the Falcons so far early this year. They've gotten some good close wins against some tough teams, had some shootouts. I like their offense, and Panthers are struggling a little bit. So I'm going with Atlanta at home.
Yeah, reading my mind. I'm also going with the Falcons. I think their offense is clicking here. I know they played the Saints last week, but Matt Ryan is showing out so far this year. I like him. Falcons.
Matt Ryan's been solid. Okay, Oakland Raiders at Baltimore Ravens. Raiders got a big win last week against the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
But, and I think they're going to take it this week too in Baltimore. Yeah, Ravens are undefeated so far, but I think the Raiders are starting to put it together on defense. Not as bad as they were to start the season. So,
To me, the Ravens have been a quiet undefeated team. I literally didn't even realize they were undefeated until this week.
One of those wins was the Browns, so I guess they're like 2-0.
I'm still not even really sure how they're undefeated because I don't feel like they have any really sustainable players or big stars. So I'm going to go with the Raiders on this one. I think they're going to carry that momentum from their huge win this past week into Baltimore and just demolish some Ravens.
I'm going with the Ravens. I'm not going with you guys' pick. I think Baltimore at home, they have a good home field advantage. They are surprising. I really don't have a good reason. I just like the Ravens at home.
They are a very surprising undefeated team. Now let's go on to a very defeated team with the Chicago Bears playing at home against Detroit. I got Detroit in this one. Chicago is going through too much stuff right now. Even though I think they're better with Brian Hoyer than Jay Cutler, I just don't see them winning right now. Detroit,
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm also going with Detroit. Chicago is kind of in shambles right now. I think Detroit's offense gets it done.
Marvin Jones really starting to come through.
Yeah,
we're getting some filling in for Calvin Johnson.
Busting his butt.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my! Definitely going with the Lions on this one.
Bengals there.
Okay, another undefeated team, Denver Broncos at your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because you pick them every week, week in and week out.
Winston.
You do love Jameis Winston, one of Marcus Mariota.
That is over.
So how about you go ahead and say your pick first?
I'm going with the Denver Broncos. DB Broncos. Yeah, whatever.
DB.
Their defense.
Amy?
It's too much.
Denver Bronco defense is going to win this game, for sure.
I think it's going to be closer than anticipated, but defense is too much for Jameis Winston. A lot of things are too much for Jameis Winston, like the price of crab legs. But I think Broncos take this one on the road.
He's never going to love that one.
Los Angeles Rams at Arizona Cardinals. Struggling Cardinals at 1-2. Amy, I'll start with you.
Cardinals, I know they've been struggling and they haven't started out the season the way they thought they would, but I don't think it's a long struggle. I think it's just a short little bump in the road. So I take the Cardinals.
I agree. Cardinals back at home. I think Rams are surprisingly 2-1. I don't think anyone really predicted that, but I kind of think they're going to regress right here, and Cardinals take this one at home.
It is a divisional game. Everybody knows the Rams come to play against divisional opponents. I think the Cardinals are too much for them.
Clean sweep for the Cards.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Saints at the Chargers. This one is tough, in my opinion. Saints, surprisingly, haven't won a game yet, and I don't think it's going to start here. I think Chargers get this one at home. I feel like that's a safe pick on my end, but yeah, Chargers.
Cool. Yeah. I'm starting to get tired of picking the Saints every week in these picks because I have a love fest for Drew Brees, but the poor guy has no help. He puts up so many points and numbers, but the defense doesn't give him any help. So I'm going with the Chargers again.
I think this is going to be a passing touchdown showdown between Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers. And I'm actually going to pick the Saints. I think they're ready for a win, they're hungry for a win, and they are not going to stop until they get that win on Sunday.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I got the Dallas Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, all rookie backfield versus Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah. Carlos Hyde. I don't feel good about I'm picking the Cowboys, but I have a feeling the 49ers might squeak one out here, but I'm still going to go with the Cowboys here in this game.
I'm going with the Cowboys, too. I watched that Sunday night game last week. Cowboys
against the Bears, though?
Doesn't matter, man. They're 2-1. Cowboys have looked good. Dak Prescott is a little more than game manager, kind of reminiscent of Russell Wilson, almost in a sense.
Yeah.
He's looking solid. Ezekiel Elliott's pounding the ball. I like him.
Cool.
I like the Cowboys, too. This one was kind of a no-brainer for me, so I hope they pull it through.
All right. Kansas City at Pittsburgh. I called the big game last week, Philadelphia over the Steelers. I was the only one to call it. I got Pittsburgh at home, though. Le'Veon Bell's back. He's going to tear it up. Go for 150-plus yards total, rushing and receiving.
I think Kansas City's going to take this one. They're going to roll through Pittsburgh. Or not through Pittsburgh. Kansas City is going to roll into Pittsburgh after their huge win against the Jets, and the Pittsburgh Steelers looked weak last week against the Eagles. So I think Kansas City has the momentum. I'm a big on momentum kind of guy when it comes to picks, so taking the Chiefs. Brother?
Justin, I am like the opposite of you. As opposed to the momentum
It's
carrying on,
unfortunate for
I'm big on teams who get blown out and don't play as well as they should in the week before, coming back the week after and just dominating. So that's what I think the Steelers are going to do. I think they got embarrassed last week, and they're going to make sure that doesn't happen again.
It is the NFL. That's the way the league kind of goes sometimes. You're up one week, you're down the next week.
You look like the best team one week, and then you get blown out by a rookie the next.
Or you have the Titans and always look like yours.
Okay, this might be the last time we have you on the show.
Get out. Get out.
It hurt my feelings.
Okay, Monday night game this week. New York Giants at undefeated Minnesota Vikings. An undefeated Teddy Bridgewater, Adrian Peterson-less Minnesota Vikings. But I'm going with the upset. Giants over Vikings.
That's a good upset.
I'm just going with with the Giants, man.
Hey, all right.
I don't think it's that big of an upset. But...
Giants have looked surprisingly well this year early. I did not think they really looked that well. But Minnesota's looked really strong.
Yeah, and their defense, they're going to make Eli Manning look like a turnover machine, I think. I think they're going to get some key turnovers. I'll take the Vikings Monday night.
They're going to make him look like Ryan Fitzpatrick out there.
Yeah, you should have picked the Vikings.
This is a tough pick. I definitely think it's going to come down to Minnesota's defense stopping Eli. If they can do that, which I really think that they can kind of easily, I think the Vikings are going to take this one.
Dope.
Okay, last game on the docket. Best one. Titans at the Texans for the lead in the AFC South. I'm going Titans.
I'm going Titans.
Guess what, guys? I'm going Titans!
Yeah! Wow.
All right.
It's been too long. 3 weeks since you picked the Titans.
So you're picking the Titans.
Just don't feel that strong about Houston, honestly. They have not shown out like I thought they would this year. And I think this is, I don't know how. I think this is our opportunity to get a win. I think we're hungry for a win. Our team really wants to win. And I think Houston is just a good opportunity to take advantage of that.
You heard it here.
You heard it here for
Titans,
sure.
Clean sweep.
Is it because we beat the Texans fan, Riley and Madden, and you know the Madden gods are going to be correct? Like they always have been?
I didn't even know that happened, so.
Are you the Madden god?
Maybe. Oh. Anyways, clean sweep for the Titans.
That's like
That's good to hear.
Thanks, Amy.
Well, those are our picks for NFL Week 4.
Get ready for a fun week 4.
For week 4.
Yeah. We'll be here next week doing the picks for Week 5. Go check out our preview episode of the Titans versus the Texans if you want to see our breakdown. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video.
Yep.
Because we're the best people to make picks and to put money on our picks, right?
Put money on
I wouldn't put money on
our picks.
But
anyways,
it's fun.
In the words of Drew Bennett, peace out.
He said it first?
He did.
Cool. Good, Drew.